asked the Lord, you know, it was a time of transition in our church. And I said, Lord, I'm just asking that you bring somebody into our church that will love our church and that can play. We got a lot of people who love our church, but they can't play. And it was the most bizarre thing that God brought him all the way from Alabama and landed him here. And he was a musician. He was a musician in Austin. And so just for some extra things to do, he started working as a sub in Elgin School as a teacher. And Kay Wing said, I know somebody. And so we set up and we had lunch together, met Kris, and just fell in love with him. His heart was so pure and so good. And of course, then as he's been here for a long time and just helped us shape our music and just that ministry, and then Trish came into his life, which straightened him up considerably.
We're so grateful.
What a blessing. But I asked him to come and say a few things this morning, and I say all of that just to say my love for him, and I know your love for him, and I'd like for you to give him a hand of appreciation for him.
How about them Sooners? At least you're in the top 4, right? Everybody have a good Christmas holiday. Yes, this side say yes.
Yes.
All right, this side say, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Me and my wife, we got a chance to go to Florida for the holidays to visit family, and Christmas night, we went to a little dinner cruise off the Fort Lauderdale Marine, and our captain took us to this fancy place called Millionaire Row, where they have all these fancy houses, celebrity houses, $1 million and up, and of course the little fancy yachts, celebrities from NFL owners to Judge Judy to Tiger Woods. And I thought it was interesting since we have some golfers out here. You know, the interesting thing was with Tiger Woods, with his fancy home, his $20 million yacht, you know, the interesting thing, it cost another $175,000 to gas that yacht up. But you're still not going nowhere, right? You got to get a crew, you got to get a staff. That's $100,000 or $60,000 each for each crew member. Plus they want 2 months paid vacation and benefits, right? It's like, wow, how do you get that, you know? I mean, obviously being the #1 golfer helps in the world. And I did some research. I was like, you know, is Tiger that good? You know, I know he has natural abilities, natural gifts, but researching what I discovered was, you know, Tiger, for him to be ranked #1, the average score that he shot was a 68.1. And the 10th ranked golfer is only less than 2 strokes behind, 70. That's a difference of, what, 2.7%? But the reward money is 5 times greater, a difference of $10 million versus $2 million. 5 times greater for 2 strokes. Wow. So that means husbands looks to your wife and say, I'm going golfing. I'm 2 strokes from the prize money, right? That's the facts. That's the facts, right? That's the facts. But your daily routine, you know, I figured Tiger, you know, his daily routine when he was a kid. John Maxwell says, you'll never change your life until you change something you do every day.
That's right.
You know, so I think about also in 2008, maybe the youngsters, y'all don't know, but the Olympics. I'm a sports guy, and what was it, Micheal Phelps. He went on a historic run in 2008, won 8 gold medals. He credits his success to his coach, Bob Bowman, who he said it was 12 years before where they had a consistent practice schedule that they didn't miss every single day. He remembers vividly one time that his coach let him leave 15 minutes early so he could go to a middle school dance. That's the only time in 12 years. I mean, it's no wonder he kicked butt in 08. 12 years of working, 8 gold medals in 1 year. Wow, that's interesting. So I kept doing some more research, and basically through those 2 things, you know, you start to figure out that your daily routine, 12 years, it wasn't 1 lap for Micheal Phelps, it wasn't 1 spectacular drive that landed Tiger Woods #1 golfer. It was the 1 thing, the 100 things, the millions, thousands, the little things every single day that add up to them becoming great. You know, I think about another little story I read. If you go far East Asia, there's a plant called the Chinese bamboo tree. And, you know, what's interesting about this plant, I mean, it's just like most plants, you have to water it, you gotta feed it, you know, nurture the soil, needs sun. But the thing about this plant, it has to be nurtured every single day. And the first year, nothing happens, right? You keep watering that plant. The second year and third year, it still doesn't break the soil. The fourth year, the exact same thing. But do you pick up that shovel and dig the seed up? No, you gotta keep nurturing it. Because the fifth year, something miraculous happens. It breaks the ground. Within the first, since it breaks the ground, it takes 5 years to break the ground, but in 5 weeks, it can grow 90 feet high. Now the question is, does this seed grow in 5 years or 5, 6 weeks? I mean, the answer is obvious. You know, it takes 5 years for that seed to stay there, to learn its purpose, to learn daily, have to get deeper and deeper and grounded so it can sustain its growth, so it can sustain the potential to grow, right? Amen? And I think the same thing is kind of true for us. You know, we have our obstacles in life that we're trying to water. You know, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a spouse, just ain't acting right. I'm encouraging you to keep watering that relationship, right? Maybe it's the kids. You're pouring into your kids, not turning around. I encourage you to keep watering them. Keep feeding the soul. Keep doing the little things to that kid, because, you know, it's something special when you do get grounded and the growth does come. There's an obstacle today, but within 6 weeks, just like the bamboo plant, you could be overshadowing, overlooking over your obstacles that are today. You know, they say businesses fail in the first 3 years. I think about those businesses. Are those multi-billion-dollar ideas, like the ideas I saw from millionaires, from entrepreneurs, their ideas? Are these ideas that are failure? I think they're all good ideas. I think the challenge is they just don't see the results very quickly. It's the microwave generation, right? I mean, we want to see things quickly. Maybe you're watering that soil and you have investors and friends and family and loved ones say, hey, you've been watering this dream for 4 years. There's nothing there. Give up. So we dig up our dream, our birth, and we don't have nothing to show for it. We're right that close to breaking the ground. You know, we celebrate one of the greatest celebrations last week, Christmas. You know, there's something attractive about knowing what you want in life. And because of that, Jesus was here for 33 years and on earth, and he knew what he wanted in his daily life. He watered the soil every single day. And because of that, we still celebrate him, right? Excuse me. I think the celebration is important, but I want to encourage you to look at the situation like Tiger Woods, Micheal Phelps. We sang a song last week. Well, I don't know if we sung it here, but there's a song called Mary, Don't You Know? Your baby boy will one day walk on water, will one day heal the blind. And no disrespect to Mary, but I don't think she's any different than you or me, or put your name in it. Don't you know one day your baby boy will be in a church filling people's heart. One day your baby girl will go out and touch the world, feed the sick, do all these certain type of things. So with that being said, I don't have much time. I would like to get into more, but I just want to say encourage you guys going into 2020. And I just want to say that people who patiently toil with their dreams, they build something. They build character. They build strong adversity in their obstacles, and they're able to grow strong internal foundations to handle success. So just like the bamboo tree and Tiger Woods, if you stay grounded in your dreams and your purpose and you feed them every day in your daily routine, expect God to give you a reward 5 times greater.
Good word. Just a good word. I tell you what, you need to take that home with you and
Do sometimes.
chew on that a little bit. Thank the Lord. Thank God.